Welcome to this tutorial. Today, we're going to talk about countable versus uncountable nouns. Let's get started. Now remember that a noun is a word used to identify any class of people, places, or things, which are known as common nouns. Or a noun is a word used to name a particular one of these, and that is known as proper noun. Have a look at the example over here. You can buy coffee at Starbucks. The word coffee in the sentence is used to identify a particular thing, which is coffee. And the word Starbucks in the sentence is used to name a particular place. Now let's have a look at the difference between countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Now, countable nouns are things that can be counted, even if the number might be extremely high. For example, all the people in the world. Other examples are apple, song, house, etc. Uncountable nouns, on the other hand, are things that we cannot count with numbers. Note that they may be the name for abstract ideas or qualities, or for physical objects that are too small to count or shapeless. For example, liquids, gases, etc. Other examples of uncountable nouns are tea, money, love, etc. Note that countable nouns can be singular or plural, as in the example below. I have an apple, and you have 3 apples. However, uncountable nouns do not have plural forms, as in the example below. We're going to have rice for lunch. Note that rice is an uncountable noun, and so we cannot use a plural form. Also, with singular countable nouns, we can use a or an. Have a look at the example below. There is a girl outside. She is wearing a beautiful dress. However, we cannot use a or an with uncountable nouns. But you can often use the phrase a bag of, a cup of, etc. Have a look at the example below. There is a bowl of rice and a bottle of juice on the table. Now, if you want to ask about the quantity of a countable noun, you ask how many combined with the plural countable noun. Have a look at the example below. How many dogs are there? There are 5 dogs. And if you want to ask about the quantity of an uncountable noun, you ask how much combined with the uncountable noun. Have a look at the example below. How much coffee do we have left? We don't have much coffee left. Also, you can use many, a few, few with plural countable nouns, as in the examples below. Sorry, but I didn't take many pictures. I've got a few relatives living here. And with uncountable nouns, you can use much, a little, little, as in the examples below. We didn't do much shopping there. We have a little sugar left. Note that you can use some, any, a lot of, both with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Have a look at the examples below. We like singing some crazy songs at karaoke. Did you buy any oranges? She showed a lot of signs of affection. And with uncountable nouns, we listened to some music there. I didn't buy any orange juice. There is a lot of love in the air. Now let's review and practice a bit. Remember, the countable nouns refer to items that can be counted, while uncountable nouns refer to things that come in a state of quantity that is impossible to count. Read the following words and mark countable nouns as C and uncountable nouns as U. Water. Uncountable. Money. Uncountable. Cat. Countable. Anger. Uncountable. Computer. Countable. Beach. Countable. Sand. Uncountable. Street. Countable. Note that you can use a or an with singular countable nouns, and with uncountable nouns you can use a phrase a bag of, a cup of, etc. Now read the following sentences and fill in the blanks using the appropriate form of the countable or uncountable noun. I want to buy plant so that my room looks nicer. I want to buy a plant so that my room looks nicer. Pete can eat bag chips without drinking anything. Pete can eat a bag of chips without drinking anything. Now, if you want to ask about the quantity of a countable noun, you ask how many combined with the plural countable noun. On the other hand, if you want to ask about the quantity of an uncountable noun, you ask how much combined with the uncountable noun. Now read the following answers and provide the appropriate question. I got 6 muffins. How many muffins did you get? There isn't much sugar in them. How much sugar is in them? Also remember that you can use many, a few, few with plural countable nouns, and you can use much, a little, little with uncountable nouns. Now read the following sentences and fill in the blanks with either many, a few, few, or much, a little, little. I've got a money left and a more errands to run. I've got a little money left and few more errands to run. Also note that you can use some, any, or a lot of, both with plural countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Now read the following sentence and fill in the blanks with either some, any, or a lot of. There was strange tension between them, and co-workers found it worrisome. There was some strange tension between them, and a lot of co-workers found it worrisome. Here is a short story using countable and uncountable nouns. Listen as I read so you can see how they are used in real-life conversation. After I'm done, make sure you understand all the grammar and read aloud yourself so that you can work on your own fluency and pronunciation. The kitchen was a total mess. What do you mean? There was mold everywhere. There was a pile of dishes in the sink. There were leftovers on the plates. There was some milk spilled all over the countertops. That sounds awful. Yeah, I wanted to clean it up, but there wasn't even any soap in sight. And now it's time for you to practice on your own. Read the following sentences and decide whether the underlined nouns are countable or uncountable. A. I washed my hair yesterday. B. You need to take 1 cup of flour. C. Sorry, but I need to breathe some fresh air. D. I'd like to give you some advice. E. Sam brought a bottle of red wine. Now read the following sentences and fill in the gaps with a or an. Note that sometimes no article is needed. A. It wasn't her fault. It was accident. B. When Mike was in Turkey, he stayed in big hotel. C. Sally is bundle of nerves as she has job interview tomorrow. D. There is lot of snow outside. Be careful. E. IQ test measures intelligence. Now, let's check your answers. Hair, uncountable. Cup, countable. Air, uncountable. Advice, uncountable. Bottle, countable. It wasn't her fault. It was an accident. When Mike was in Turkey, he stayed in a big hotel. Sally is a bundle of nerves as she has a job interview tomorrow. There is a lot of snow outside. Be careful. An IQ test measures intelligence. Thank you for watching this tutorial.